Good morning, loved ones. Welcome to Cards and Coffee with Tony. This reading is for Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th, 2020. But as always, anytime you're watching this, time is limitless. And so this reading was meant for you to see it when you see it. Let's go ahead and get this reading started by clearing the air. Smudge the room with a little sage. All right. Clear, bless, and protect this space. We clear, bless, and protect this space. All right, I'm going to go over all my chakras so we can clear, open, and activate. Now let us set the intention that we receive clear communication from the divine. We understand the messages that we receive. All right. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we call forth our angels, our ancestors, our guardians, and our guides, and of course, Spirit, to be present with us. Let's set the tone of this reading. Beautiful. Let me pull everything forward a little bit so I don't have to stretch my hands quite so far. If you've seen my other readings, you know I've been in different rooms in my home, and I decided to try this room today. So it's a brand new setup. Okay. Let's just jump right into our reading with getting into the vortex with Abraham Hicks. This is actually a lady right here. She is. Her name is Esther Hicks, and she channels Abraham, the descended master, the ascended. I said descended. Lord. All right, Abraham. What messages do we have for the collective today? Oh, almost. If you never listened to Abraham Hicks, you should Google or go to YouTube and Google her and look her up. Just some of the most life-changing messages you will ever hear. Getting into the vortex is a very beautiful concept. The concept is that when you are in full alignment with yourself, with your soul, you, yourself, and your higher self. Are y'all kidding me? I think it was just, yesterday we drew this card. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. Number 11. So basically, here we go again, same message. The message is that if you had ever want to work for yourself, and whether it's a creative venture such as, online YouTube or a blog or Instagram influencer, if you wanted to start your own business and work for yourself, that is what this card's about. This card is telling you now is the time. It is the perfect moment for you to support your own individual freedom. The back of the card says, there simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and the independence of thought. So this is basically about you thinking about the life you want. It's like, here's, your conscious, your subconscious, your superconscious. And it's about what you think, attracting that to yourself, the law of attraction. Number 29, which adds up to 11, a master number. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the tarot, the Chrysalis Tarot. And get a little coffee. Cheers. Okay. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do we have for the collective today? Looky there, we open right up to Temperance. Sagittarius in the house. As always, if you hear me call out a astrological sign, all that means is that if that's your sign, that could be just a confirmation that this message is specifically for you, okay? 5 of Mirrors. This is, loss, grief, disappointment, things like that. And that's our last split. 8 of Stones, 8 of Pentacles. I like that. Okay, let's see what the messages are for the collective. All right. We just jumped right out there. I'm trying not to drop any more cards here. 4 stones. Okay. That's the 4 of Pentacles, by the way. That's an interesting message I'm hearing. The 4 of Stones is about greediness and stinginess. So maybe some of you feel like it's selfish to want to work on your own, or maybe you feel like it's selfish to pursue a creative pursuit, try to make a living out of it. Support yourself with your creative pursuits. Maybe some of you are like, well, I want to be an Instagram influencer. I want to be a YouTube personality, but you think that that's selfish or greedy. 7 of Stones, the 7 of Pentacles. It's about paying attention to the weeds and not seeing what's behind you. All right, what's the last message we have for the collective today? All right. Got a lot of Pentacle energy on the table today, though. So a lot of your Pentacles are your Earth signs, your Taurus, your Capricorn, your Virgo. This is your material world, your finances, your career. And I really think it has a lot to do with your career and finances, supporting yourself, being able to individually support yourself. Okay, we actually had 2 cards fall out on the table, and we're going to take them both. First, we have the 3 of Scrolls, 3 of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Stones. I mean, look at all that Pentacle energy that you got. And then at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me move a few things around here so I can see. Okay, here we go. Let me get my coffee. All right, up first. My mouth doesn't want to work today. All right, 4 of Stones. Let's look at it this direction. This is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, this is really and truly about blocking your blessings. You see how they have a treasure chest and there's a path out and it's like literally being blocked, okay? So in that direction, it's about blocking your blessings. And this one, it's about being possessive, okay? About being stingy, about being greedy. So like I said, it's interesting that it's in this position underneath our diversity supports our individual freedoms. Maybe you feel very selfish or like it's greedy to want to pursue a creative pursuit when you have bills to pay. Maybe you feel greedy because you're asking somebody else to support you so that you can go out and step out on a line, out on the limb to support yourself. Okay, so this is the past position. All right, this is our present and present going into future. I'll read these 2 together. Now, normally I would have pulled an oracle card that'll go here, but we're going to pull that last. I'm going to try a little bit of a different order today, and I'll show you why once we get there, okay? All right, so again, this is Pentacles. So you're staying here again. You're going from the 4 to the 7 of Pentacles. This is about just hard work, okay? See how, when she took care of her garden, all of it bloomed, right? Okay. So here's the, it's been watered, it's lush, it's nourished. This is hard work. This is being focused and hard work and diligence. Now, this is interesting. Okay. So again, this is about feeling greedy or selfish. And, it's right under here, number 11 or number 29, which adds up to 11. About supporting yourself, using your own individual diversity, your own individual strength to support yourself. And then there's a selfish card, okay? Then right next to that is the hard work. So it's like, no, hey, I'm showing you, I can work hard. I can make this happen. But then right beside that is the 3 of Scrolls, okay? 3 of Scrolls, that's the 3 of Swords, all right? Swords, those are your air signs. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This also represents the things you think about, your focus, where your focus goes. And also, it can also represent the astral plane, okay? The Three of Scrolls, this is heartbreak. This is just feeling just so sad and defeated. And in a way, she kind of looks sad. She kind of looks defeated, right? Even though she's working hard, she kind of looks kind of sad. And this is okay, let me tell you about this card. In general, this is about hard work. It's about diligence, perseverance, paying off, okay? But what I want to point out about this in this deck is, you see how there's like all this lush behind her, and she's down here looking at the weeds? It's like she can't see what's behind her. All she sees is the weeds. And this is grief. This is sadness, okay? So I kind of feel like in this case, you're thinking about, you're focusing on the weeds. And that's bringing you sadness, all right? Again, it could be, and we'll see as the story plays out. I got a couple cards for some clarifier. I see here, I feel like it's going to be okay, but, I have a feeling that you're focusing on still this selfish, greedy aspect of wanting to step out on your own, wanting to try something new, take a chance, support yourself with something that maybe other people are like, "Ugh, you're never going to get anywhere on YouTube. You're never going to, imagine 5-6 years ago when the travel influencers on Instagram had looked at the parents and said, hey, I'm going to give up everything I own and go travel the world, and I'm going to take pictures of it, and people are going to pay me to do that. And their parents are going to be like, oh, were you going to take pictures for National Geographic? And they're like, nope. For us to look at on our phone. For pictures for a bunch of strangers on our phone to look at. The parents will be like, no, you're not. You're going to school, right? You're being silly. You're being selfish. What if they hadn't listened? And it seems to me maybe that's what's happening here. You're focusing on, hearing these voices that are talking to you outside of you, that are influencing you, instead of listening to the voice inside your own head here, maybe you're listening to these voices outside of you that are telling you it's selfish, it's greedy to want to pursue your treasure, to open your treasure box, to go forward in your life. It's greedy, it's selfish to want to pursue your own dreams. And so, you've got this rich, fertile idea behind you, but you're not able to head towards it. You're just down here looking at these weeds. You're focusing on this, and look how it's making you feel. I mean, there's no reason for that. There's no reason to feel this way, okay? And here we have the Ace of Stones. Again, that's your pentacles, okay? Again, that's your earth signs. But earth always, this is about your finances, your career, all right? This is brand new. The first, the new beginning, right? This is the opportunity. This is the new venture. And more than this, I want to be very clear here. Everybody has a different way of interpreting cards, but I see this card as only one way. And the way I see this card is success. This is a card of success. Look at that sun coming out from behind that dark shadow. The sun's like, no matter what, you're standing in the shadow. All you see is the shadow on you and in front of you. Step out from behind that rock. Look what's behind it. There's the sun still shining. It never wasn't shining. When you were focused on the shadow, you were focused on that shadow, and it was causing you such grief, when all you had to do was step out from behind that big boulder, hold on. When all you had to do was get out of what was blocking you. Look, the sun's out on you. The sun is shining down on you. You need to get inside of your own head and listen to yourself, and you need to stop worrying about, even if it's yourself telling yourself it's selfish, it's greedy to want to pursue, to take care of yourself, to have your own company, your own business, your own, not work for somebody else, to take charge of your own life. There is nothing wrong with that. Let's not give into that nonsense, okay? At the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Mirrors. This is the Seven of Cups. I always find this to be one of the more interesting ones, and more than anything that y'all would pull this right now. This is, how do I say this? Okay. She's got a lot of choices. Okay. See these mirrors reflecting back to her? Okay, they're reflecting back to her thoughts, okay? Some of her thoughts reflect back clearly. Some of them are reflected back with, through this broken mirror. This is reflecting back the choices, okay? Like she's like lost in her thoughts. She's daydreaming. But you see how she's sewing here? She's building something. It doesn't even appear to be anything yet, right? She's searching for purpose. She's searching for purpose. That underneath it, justice again. Boy, we drawn that all week. At the bottom of the deck, she's searching for purpose, okay? She probably has the want, maybe you want to support yourself and you just don't know how to go about it. She's searching for her purpose, right? There's some confusion for her. She doesn't know necessarily what she wants, or she's a daydreamer. That one is, okay? Let's go ahead and pull our first oracle. Where are y'all at? There they are. The angels. We're going to do healing with the angels. As always, anytime you hear, or any of these decks, any of these decks that you see will be linked in the comments below. Angels, what messages do we have? Okay. I'm not even going to talk about that no more. That's just, it's neck and futz. That's what it is. It's neck and futz. It makes no sense. The angels, if you haven't got the message that y'all need to be playing so you can find your freedom, so you can support yourself and your individual freedom. Angels, shout it loud. It's time. It's time to support yourself. Stop feeling that it's selfish to support yourself. The time has come for you to study, to get ready, because it's time for you to stop focusing on watering those weeds and feeling sad about what you can't do. It's time for a successful new beginning, a new venture. I think some of y'all spent so much time watering weeds in the past. Maybe you've had, you started other businesses, and maybe you've got self-doubt because those businesses failed. Listen, I'm going to be the first person to tell y'all I have done that more than once. It happens. It happens. But you know what? I never look at those as failures. Look at them as lessons learned. And that's what this should be. These are lessons learned. I mean, maybe they made you sad, but they're still lessons for you to learn, okay? Don't focus on that disappointment and grief. I think a lot of us have been focusing on disappointment and grief. Now's the time to quit worrying about the past, to let go of the past, of this worry, of this doubt, of this fear, and to start focusing on this inherent success. And how do you know, how can you say, Tony, how can you tell me it's inherent success? I can tell you exactly how I know it's inherent success, because when you line up to the source, to the light, to the love, and you get your energy flowing and get your thoughts going the direction you need it to go, guess what's going to happen? You are going to attract the vibration of a life that has no choice but to come right to you. All right, we're just going to take a few more shuffles. If we don't get anything, we'll just take the top card. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Abundance. I mean, look what I'm telling you. Look what I'm telling you. Abundance. Abundance. I mean, okay, hang on. This message is so crazy. Look, I don't know what I got on my hand. Excuse me. I got something all over my finger. It is all over me. Okay. Or have maybe been wanting to, maybe you have an idea, a plan, a want to, or maybe you have in the past had a company, a business of your own that failed, or maybe you want to start a company, but you're scared. Maybe you feel selfish. Maybe you feel greedy. Maybe you're concerned. You're just worried. You have all these things that are blocking you from wanting to step out to support yourself. And, you're focusing on all these fears you have, all these, you're not seeing the right behind you. It's lush, it's fertile, it's green, it's time. You don't see that there is all this abundance right behind you. All you're focusing on is your past losses, these lessons that you learn. You're looking at this. Look, you're looking down at the ground. You're not even seeing all these beautiful flowers blooming around it. You're looking at all these weeds in front of you. You're not seeing the fertile valley behind you. You are looking down. Look at them both looking down. Look at this angel looking down on you. This angel says, if you would just look up instead of looking down, you'd see the abundance right in front of you. You would see that when you get in alignment and you get where your thoughts go, your energy flows, okay? Choose success. Choose to line up, step out of the shadow. face the sun, right? Success is guaranteed. All right, let's draw a clarifier here. We're going to do the Rider Tarot. Gemini in the house. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups can be both Gemini, and it is a cup. So it is a water sign. So you got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But in general, that's like Pisces and Gemini usually. Knight of Swords. Bringing you new thoughts, new ways of looking at the situation. That's exactly what he's telling you. He says you need to stop looking down at the lessons you've learned. You need to stop looking at the weeds that you grew. Throw that stuff away. Look up and focus on the abundance that you got. The Five of Cups. I mean, look at this one. This is a perfect example. This isn't the card. It's just where I split the deck. But look, this guy's looking down at his knocked over spilled cups, and you don't even see. He's still got two cups standing behind him. All he's focusing on is what's on the ground. Look, the three things on the ground in front of him. On the ground in front of him. Instead of looking up, he'd see that abundance. He doesn't even see that abundance. Looking up right over him. Right over him. All you have to do is look up. Get into alignment. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Oh gosh, and I didn't even show you what's at the bottom of the deck with the oracle there. Hang on. What messages do we have? It is just too many, but I'm going to take that first one. Okay, yep. All right, to begin with, we have the Ace of Swords. Now, obviously, this is in reverse, but I just want to point out you got a lot of Ace energy on the table here. In general, if, you know, these are the beginnings of new thoughts, right? You know, a breakthrough of clarity. Here, this can be confusion, right? This is some confusion. This is some, you know, this is not a clear thinking. This is, you know, a little bit of mental confusion. And obviously, if you look, how perfect. I mean, just honestly, how perfect could these three cards possibly go together? Look how they're all looking down, right? They're all looking straight down at the ground. All of them, all of them, all of them. And the irony is if these three would just look the heck up. Look right there. Look what's right over their shoulder. Abundance. She's looking down at them going, hey, look up at me. Hey, 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 look up. Look up here. I'm bringing you abundance. I'm bringing you abundance. Abundance. You're going to be able to support yourself. You're going to be able to, you're not going to need to rely on anyone else. You have got inside of you what you need. And I think this is very interesting. You see how this is number 29? That adds up to 11. Like I told you, that's a master number, correct? You have a 7 and a 3. That's 10. Plus an ace, that's 1. That's an 11. 11, 11. Master number, master number. Exactly. It is time to support yourself. It's time to quit focusing on what you don't have and what you lost and all the lessons you've learned, and look up and get in divine alignment so you can seek that abundance that you want so that you can get this success, okay? Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck with the angels, look here, healing. See? I'm serious. Quit focusing on this. It's time to heal. It's time to heal. Let go of this confusion. Let go of, you know, this, just let go of all of this. Time has come to heal. It is time to heal now. It's time to get abundance. And then, look here, at the bottom of this deck. Y'all see that? Can y'all see what that is? You know what that is? Can you tell? Does the picture give you a vision of what this means? This is the Four of Wands. I love this card. I love this card. I love this card so hard. That is the celebration, this community, this is home. Look at them, they're celebrating. The kids are playing in the background. This is celebration, baby. Celebration. When you stop looking down, when you start seeking that abundance, look what you are going to get. Celebration. And then, oh, shoot. Look at that. Look at that. 2 of Wands right there. Making plans, making decisions. Making decisions, celebrating. That's right. It's time to celebrate. You're going to... Success is yours if you choose it. If that's what you want, you're going to get it. Now start focusing on this. Get yourself in a line. Get your abundance. Choose your abundance so you can support yourself, so you can have your individual freedom supported. Our last card today is going to be the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. time this weekend that some of us pulled our heads out of our rears and looked up. And you work on getting our alignment with Source. All right, Mother, what message do you have for us? Uh-oh, dropping cards. Okay. All right, what messages do we have, Mother? This is a beautiful message. You need to definitely let go of feeling selfish and greedy. It is not selfish, it's not greedy to want to chase your creative talents, to want to make a income and even a living and a career out of that, out of supporting yourself, out of starting your own company, if you know, a YouTube channel, an Instagram account, a blog, whatever it is you want to do. Again, I think I said this to you earlier this week. You have a voice. The world needs to hear it. Put it out there for the world to hear. Stop thinking it's selfish or greedy to want to put your voice out there. Stop worrying about what other people think, the lessons you've learned in the past. Stop being confused about what you want. Get into alignment so you can seek your abundance. Get into alignment so that you can get that success. All right, we got 2 cards on the table, and we're going to go ahead and keep them both. Our first card is number 6, be led by the path before you. I mean, yeah. Look at that. Be led by the path before you, right? Right? And the next one is number 10. It is safe to fall. Y'all, come on now. Did I not say, I have a feeling that for some of you, this message is very specific. Maybe you have started businesses and companies in the past. Maybe you've taken that risk and maybe you've fallen, you failed, nothing good came out of it. You learned some hard lessons. You feel confused. You would love to be able to take care of yourself, support yourself, but maybe you're scared, and rightfully so, because you made mistakes in the past. So you feel it's greedy, it's selfish to want to chase your own dreams, but you still have that calling. Don't be afraid. Success is yours. It is safe to fall. Don't worry. You are divinely supported and guided. You are divinely supported and guided. You need to be led by the path before you. If you are feeling the calling of starting something new, a beginning, a new career, a new creative pursuit, go for it. Be led by the path before you. Number 6. Spiritually, we can sometimes make the most progress when physically there appears to be the least happening. And God, we all know right now that's how we all feel being stuck at home. Feels like nothing's happening right now, does it? When the divinity of our path is hidden under ordinary day-to-day hard work and not quite feeling like you are there yet moments, we are building our spiritual muscles: faith, courage, trust, determination, commitment, patience, and serenity. When those spiritual muscles grow strong enough, the physical world responds to their exertion by taking shape and responding to that inner power. So be led to the path before you. You have a path that you are ready to choose. Be led to it. Stop blocking your blessings. Stop thinking it's selfish or greedy to want to take the path before you, okay? It's not. It's not selfish. It's not greedy to want to take the path before you that because you can hear your own inner knowingness, your own inner wisdom, because you do work on seeking clarity for yourself, because you do work on seeking, hearing your own inner voice, your connection to source. It's time. You know that what is best for you is to get onto that path and to seek your own individual freedom so you can get your abundance. So choose to be led by the path before you. And here's what's going to happen. It's safe to fall. Number 10, the end of one cycle, the beginning of another. It is safe to fall. That is... Sometimes we try to hold on even when it would be better to let go. Sometimes when what we try to hold on to is actually the very thing that is holding us back. If we let our fears become stronger than our trust, we will underestimate ourselves and the divine. Exactly. Don't underestimate yourself, and do not underestimate what you can accomplish through your connection. You have your conscious, your subconscious, and your superconscious. You have me, myself, and I. You have you, your higher self, and your connection to source. All these things are what we talk about when we talk about that alignment. And when you get that alignment, between your heart, between your mind, and your higher self and source, what you seek will find you. Okay? It is not selfish. It is not greedy to seek what you want. It is absolutely not. But do not block your blessings, okay? Quit worrying about these failures you have in the past. Quit worrying about these hard lessons you've had to learn. Get yourself in line. Be led by the path before you. Don't be afraid to fall, because you are divinely supported and guided. And when you do, you will have success. I promise. It is time. It is time for you to get out there, grab that bull by the horns and steer, and grab the bull by the horns indeed. It is Taurus season. It's time, baby. Let's get out there and make that magic happen. All right. Well, I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. I will see y'all on Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep praying, and I love you so.